Case against an ANC Member of Parliament suspected of killing his wife has now been postponed towards the end of this month for the state to prepare for a bail application. The accused will now remain in custody. Refiloe Seboko is there. She joins us now. Refiloe, good afternoon to you. This is an incredible story. What's been decided?
It sure is one that has caught more attention, Stephen. In fact, like rightfully said, the case has been postponed to the 27th of January 2023 for formal bail application. There were arguments from the state together with the attorney that is representing the accused. But allow me to welcome the sister, Mampoteng Motlomi. She is the big sister to the late Jennifer. Me Mamtlomi ke a leboga Pepi go ba lelapa le ikutlwa yang mo nakong ya ga jana.
Ho lebogile rona re santsana re le mo kutlong botlhoko, so nka se ka rena re feel yang re confused wa bana re worried, so re tla itse gore re feel yang. Then after the results, then ha magistrate ya sena a dia kwa hlola gore na dira galang, then ke gona re tla itse gore re feel yang. For now we are confused.
The two, the husband together with Jennifer, tlhaloganya gore ga mo le gape ke motho a ntse a bua gore bana le mathata mo kgolaganong ya bone. Le ne le samagana yang le ka yone le ba lelapa?
Ne ke kopa go ke se ka bua ka yona for now. Enka buang ka yona ke ya bana. Ke yona ntho e re etsang wa re di hobane bana ha ba ya sekolong. That bona ha ba tsela di transfer as we speak, bana ba mo ntlong since January, and bana ba le ba na le trauma ba fetsa la tlhola ke mama bona bona bo kwa go di fetileng no ba tswaletse ko ntlong ha ba tsene sekolo.
Ba dula le mang ke mang wa setseng le bona go ne yana?
Ba dula le bana ba bo papa bona ke bona ba ntse ba tlhokometse go ga di bona le bo ngwana bona.
Go le tsunya go le kae Mampotseng gore bana ga ba kgone go ya sekolong ga jana ba santse bana le trauma ga ise ba kgone go bona thuso e maleba le diraeng o diraeng jaaka mamogolo a bone go netefatsa gore ba nna mo siamong se se siameng?
Ga ntse re bua le bomme ba ANC gore ba tla ba organize social volunteer ya di social worker gore di tle di tla di ba bona di ba thusane. So kona ntse re bua because bana ba ntse ba le mo Klokstop bona ntse re le ko Rustenburg ntse re se aware ka gore they are that traumatized kona ne ke ba bona mabane ha ke. So ntse ke bua le bomme as we speak gore ba ba organize counseling re bona gore ba ya sekolong bekeng before beke fela ba tshwanetse ba le sekolong.
Le batla go bona eng le ba lelapa ko pheleletsong le batla go bona kgetsi e fela jang se se tla le khotsofatsang le ba lelapa?
Ya kgetsi re batla bona motho a bolaileng Jennifer a le behind bars. Maybe ho ka re comforter justice fela e ka re comforter, even though that pain will never go away, but o mona fela le yena ke re ya sa se disappointed e ka ba justice o.
Pele ga se diragala mama a gongwe ntla ya di protection order go ka bontsha gore go na le sengwe se sa siama a ikile di nna teng pele ga go diragala kotsi e le teng ga jana
di tla nna teng ke yona e re ya reetsa aware gore go life ya bona tota e mpe le bana ya Rustenburg go la re fa sanya gore no go bophelo ba batho ba le ga ba monate.
That is Mampotseng Motlomi. She is the sister Stephen to the late Jennifer. She's also explaining that Jennifer had done a lot of protection orders that indicated to them that there's some bit of a challenge in that marriage. But also allow me to welcome, I also have the spokesperson of the ANC in the Northwest. I'll also be joined by the EFF in the Northwest, Tumelo Maruping. He is the spokesperson of the ANC. Your reaction, Dr. Maruping, to this case when you heard about it and since the suspect was the first appearance today?
Look, let's clarify something, that as the ANC we stand firm on our resolve to combat gender-based violence. And that determination does not have eyes, whether you are a member of parliament, you are a minister, or you are a president for that matter. And therefore we are going to make sure that we follow this case to the latter until the late Jennifer gets justice. So that is the position of the ANC.
Today was the first appearance of the accused. What does the policy of the ANC say in terms of those that are accused, especially that which we had in the court, the arguments between the attorney and the state to saying that this seems to be a premeditated murder?
Look, as the ANC, our policy is very clear, which was reaffirmed in the ANC conference later in December, that once you are charged with a serious crime of this magnitude, you are requested to voluntarily step aside. And if you don't do so, Section 25 of the ANC Constitution will have to ensue. So that is what is going to happen. For now, we will study the case as it proceeds. However, the step aside rule will be implemented at a later stage.
And let's talk about the femicide incidents, GBV incidents, especially for members of the ANC, when some would say, in this case, there had been, a chain of message from the late Jennifer to say, what does the policy of the ANC say in terms of dealing with gender-based violence incidents and femicides, as a whole?
Look, we are echoing the same sentiments as the Women's League have said, that not in our name, as the ANC were also saying the same. We have also had, of course, those allegations are not confirmed as yet. We have heard about them, that actually there was issue of gender-based violence activities even before the actual murder case, or the actual murder. So for now we cannot get into those issues up until they are tested in court, and we'll reflect on that. But what we are saying is that we are in support of what with the statement echoed by the Women's League. We are in support of the late Jennifer, and we are going to make sure that justice is served at the end of the day.
Thank you so much for your time. Tumelo Mavruping, he is the spokesperson from the ANC in the Northwest Province. We remember that structures of the ANC, together with the EFF, Stephen, they were here picketing just outside the Orkney Magistrate Court. Fanon from the EFF, thank you so much and welcome to Newzroom Afrika. Your first reaction when you heard about the arrest of the suspect?
Well, it was quite anticipated. You will remember that the victim herself has attempted in various occasions to illustrate or to express her pain and suffering under the hands of this political elite. And the ANC has not done anything about that. The society itself is guilty of not protecting the lady, because they reduced that pain and suffering of the victim into a situation of a survival of the fittest. She was left for a very long time under the hands, or under the relations, a heteropatriarchal relations of a political elite. And we know what happens in this country when elites, particularly political elites, are in charge of one's life.
And from what you picked up, you have been inside the court throughout the proceedings, so the matter has been postponed until the 27th of January. Your response? Well,
those are monkey tricks by those who are expected to enforce the law and ensure that they bring those who have wronged the law into the books. It's quite expected. I mean, why will you then come and postpone a matter that has emerged from last year? By now, they should be having reasonable grounds to apprehend and proceed with the matter. We shouldn't be worried about a bail application. This is a mere bail application. I mean, why will you then postpone on lousy and nonsensical reasons? So it's quite expected. Monkey tricks are taking place under this government, and we are quite disappointed. However, we are not going to allow this campaign and picketing of the EFF to lose momentum. We see what they are trying to do, but we are going to be here and support the family and the grieving society.
And what do you want to see at the end of the case? After all, it has been said and done, the court following these procedures and everything.
We want justice for the victim, the family, and the society at large, because as a country, we are going through a serious process. We are from a historical process whereby our people were subject of a rampant gender-based violence, rape, sexism, patriarchy, and so forth and so on. So it can't be that post-democratic dispensation, we still sit with women who are still abused, who are still at the receiving end of these mischievous acts by men in our society.
Thank you so much for your time. Fanon from the EFF in the Northwest Province. Stephen, of course, this case has been public. Also, some community members are also here. Some residents from Garana and Orkney. This is, please, your name and surname, sir?
My name is Simon Tebogomusime.
Yeah,
I'm a public participant.
We could try and right.
Yeah. Matata is a more expected those things leader in Zarona. But what we are seeing during, let's just keep safety. At the end of the day, community, the organization, because I agree with transparency. Now, I bonahale. Le rona re kopa justice ya rona e be honesty. ba ska tla go sefa dilo ka di interest tsa bone ka ba sefe batho ka botho ke one ntwe re go bang fela mo public ke ra mo justice ya rona gore a go nne le that transparency le gore batho ba sefiwe go ska nna le gore go na le batho ba isong go tronkong because of bapuo go na le batho ba isong go tronkong because of ba tlogelwang because of bana le ditšhelete but a go nne le nnete mo justice ya rona is what we want as community. I'm not saying in behalf of the ANC, in behalf of the EFF, but in the behalf of the community. Le batho ba leng boko tronkong, le batho ba leng montle ba ile gore ba santse ba taboga di cases tsa bone ka go nne le justice.
Thank you so much for your time. One of the community members, they were also here, community of Ganana, together with Okni, coming to picket outside the Okni's magistrate court in support, and they are saying it's all justice for Jennifer. He's calling that let the law be fair. It shouldn't be that because you have money, then your case does not get, or the hand of the law does not reach you, but because you are poor, that's when people who are poor, they are only get to be, convicted. But this is just some of the reactions that we are getting on the ground. Most of the people that were here since in the morning, Stephen, they have been saying that justice for Jennifer. They are standing against gender-based violence. They are standing against femicide. Those that has also saying, you remember that there was supposed to be a bail application. They are saying that no to bail, but we'll find out on the 27th of January. Well, the court will also be will resume as it has been adjourned until the 27th of January for formal bail application.
Refiloe Seboko for that comprehensive report. Thank you very much indeed. You can see the frustration and the anger, I think, from some of the community members, the huge interest in this case, as you can imagine. A member of parliament from the governing party in court there on a very, very, perhaps the most serious charge.